Welcome back into Rounding Third Baseball, episode 251, Unbreakable Records. And we will have a special guest later on in the show. I'm Nick, and we have Harrison. How are we doing tonight, Harrison?
Fantastic. How we doing?
Not too bad. We are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties here, so hang with us. But we are figuring it out. But the show must go on. All right, before we get going, make sure you follow and like us on Facebook. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can also follow on Instagram, Rumble, and TikTok. You can also listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. We also have our affiliates programs, Dick's Sporting Goods, MLB Shop, and Lids. You can find these links on the tops of all of our socials. So if you click these, you do your shopping with these companies, we get a nice little kickback with no additional cost to you. Just a great way to support the show.
Yes, and thank you for those that have.
Absolutely. We also have Rounding Third merch. If you go on Rounding Third Baseball on Etsy, we have sweatshirts, t-shirts, tumblers, phone cases. We have some followers and listeners that have gotten their t-shirts. They love them. So this is just another great way to support us and to sport some Rounding Third gear. We also have set up a Patreon account. So this is a place where we can start building the Rounding Third baseball community. And this is a great place to show your support. You can be a paid subscriber if you want. We are hoping at some point to put all the game shows on Patreon through Patreon, because it does take a lot of extra work for Harrison and I to do that. So we're trying to build that community. So you can become a fan, a super fan, or a fanatic depending on your membership. So just another great way to support us and to get some exclusive content from yours truly.
We are looking forward to some exclusive content, some bonus shows, some extra trivia, it'll be a blast.
Yes, absolutely looking forward to it. All right, let's get into it. Samuel Basallo for the Orioles, 8-year, $67 million extension. I'm asking you, Harrison, what does this mean for Adley Rutschman, if anything?
I mean, I said it maybe a month ago or so, and even earlier this year. There's been rumblings inside the Orioles organization that they aren't sure that Adley is the guy. He came up and had a great start. They've seen some injuries. They've seen some underperformance. They're a little bit underwhelmed with where they're at with him right now. They think this kid is the real deal, maybe even more so than Adley. Because obviously, he's got the big extension that Adley didn't get. I think there is some belief in Baltimore that they're not sure who's the guy, and they're going to let these guys play it out. And I also think there's a fear that they can't afford to keep Adley. So maybe he's not your guy, and also maybe he's too expensive.
Yeah, I mean, when you come up and have the impact that Adley Rutschman had right away and the numbers he was putting up, you're like, okay, this kid's legit. Like, we don't see this out of the catching position. Well, other than Cal Raleigh, we'll get to him in a bit. But we're looking at an offensive catcher here, and we've had kind of a down here. Like, yes, we've been injured a little bit. That doesn't help. Can't really get into the flow. But for Rutschman purposes, he's not had his quote unquote typical season. And granted, it's what, year 3?
It's year 4. The first year was short because he didn't come up right away. But
yeah,
I mean, this is technically his 4th season. He played over 100 games in 2022. And it's been a steady decline in terms of batting average, OBP, slugging. He's gone backwards for 4 straight years.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Do you see the Orioles maybe shopping him around this offseason?
I think, I guess my answer is maybe. I think you got a situation here where you've got Basallo, who's proven in the minors that he is a stud. He seems to have all the talent in the world. And I think you're not going to get enough of a sample set to go far enough to say, let's just deal off Adley. However, it's going to be really hard to split playing time with these two guys if they're both healthy and get any real glimpse of who either one of them is. So I think they may not want to trade Adley, but I think they may have to trade Adley because keeping both of these guys isn't fair to either one of them. Adley may not be the guy you hoped he was going to be, but he's still a damn good catcher, and he's a starter on most teams.
Yeah.
So if you think Basallo is your guy, then maybe it's time to move on. But you're not going to keep Adley as a backup.
Yeah. I mean, but with the DH, I mean, you do have an extra spot in the lineup, but are they going to put enough production in that DH spot if you just have two catchers kind of taking up those spots in the lineup? I don't know.
I mean, and Adley Rushman would be the equivalent to like having Yoshida DH. A guy who's going to hit 240 and hit 20 bombs.
Yeah.
That's who Adley's kind of coming out to be. He's a guy who's going to hit 240 to 250. He's going to hit 20. He's going to drive in 80. At the catcher position, those are good numbers. At the DH position, they're not.
Yeah, it's fair.
And I think that's the tough part. And maybe as a DH, he would be a better hitter if he wasn't behind the plate.
Yeah.
I don't see them committing to him as a DH. I think that he's a catcher. He wants to be a catcher, and he's going to want to go somewhere else to be a catcher.
Yeah. All right, Karsten.
This is a fair point, though.
Yeah.
Rushman's not your prototypical catcher. He's a
Yeah.
very big guy. He's 6'2". He's not 6'4", but he's 6'2", 230. He's a big catcher.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are not quite that big.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's a lot of frame to get up and down.
Yeah. All right, Carson Williams called up by the Rays and homers in his MLB debut. So again, the Rays just farming these guys that can come up and make immediate impact.
Just 3D print them and send them up.
It's crazy. I mean, on pitching staff, the young kids coming up, the Rays talent department, we say it over and over and over again. They need a raise. They need to be the highest paid department on their team if they're not already, because what these guys do year after year is insane. But what's even more insane to me is when they get to the big club, they can't get over that hump to win. Like they're finding these kids with insane talent, but for some reason they can't put it together. Is that on Kevin Cash? Is that an organization thing? Like what is that?
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's a Kevin Cash thing. I think Kevin Cash has proven, remember him taking Blake Snell out. I mean, Kevin Cash has proven that in big moments, he doesn't always make great decisions. And it's also one thing to, go out there and play really well as a group of players. But the Rays have always lacked that real, except for the World Series run, they lacked that like true team identity where they played complementary baseball. They filled in all the blanks. It seems like it's been an accumulation of good players for a while. It hasn't been the constant, kind of team focused play. It's just been a bunch of guys. And the hard part is nobody's there long enough to really build that culture and build that cohesiveness. It's just an in and out of interchangeable parts.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the Rays go from here. I mean, I know they're in flux with like their stadium stuff. They haven't been at home. They're not going to be at home for another year or two. So I just don't know which way the Rays are headed. But good for these young kids to come up that we haven't heard of until the beginning of this year and just immediately raking at the MLB level. It's crazy. And that's fair.
You'll get no argument from us, Musicum. We've been kind of vocal about the fact that Kevin Cash has constantly had talent handed to him, and hasn't been able to do anything with it.
Yeah.
They consistently perform well, then get in the playoffs and fall apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, no argument here.
Yeah. All right. Cal Raleigh ties and sets the record for most home runs by a catcher with 48, ties it, and then just turns around next at bat and breaks it with number 49. And on top of that, becomes the most multi-homer games in a season by a switch hitter. I didn't put that in, with 9 passing Mickey Mantle. So 9 multi-home run games for a switch hitter in the same season, past Mickey Mantle, who had 8, obviously. This season, this guy's having, I mean, if if he does not win the MVP award at this point, we got to look at the voting process differently.
Yeah, and I shared a story today, the odds for MVP, and they still show Judge as the hands-on favorite when you go around the league and talk
I
to
don't.
media, talk to executives in the front office. They still believe Judge is the guy. As much as Cal Raleigh has done, there's still this belief that it'll be Judge, and I'm stunned that it's that clear cut to everybody else. To the fan, I don't think it's very clear cut. To the fan, I think this is a very competitive race, Cal Raleigh versus Aaron Judge. But I'm just shocked every time I see stats like that where it's like all Aaron Judge.
I don't see it being that close. I have watched the Yankees lately. I have watched Cal Raleigh lately. Cal Raleigh to me is head and shoulders above what Aaron Judge looks like right now. Aaron Judge is flailing at everything. He's pressing. He's trying to get that Yankees team out of a rut. Listen, Aaron Judge is still one of the best hitters in the league. That's not what I'm saying, right?
No, but
he's trying to get that Yankees team back on track by himself, and it shows at the plate because he is pressing hard.
He is. And Cap'n, you're right. Because New York has a big pull, and Forrest 100%. He's an easy, lazy MVP vote. Nobody's going to question if you vote for Aaron Judge. It's kind of like it's like voting for Shohei Ohtani. It's just kind of a given. But I mean, in my mind, Cal Raleigh is the MVP. Around the league, there's still a lot of question around who it's going to be. I don't know. Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But it's hard to argue with what the guy's been doing.
It's unreal. So I got into it with, I can't remember, it might have been Mike Reed. We were talking about like, why is it so important for the catcher? Like every time we see this, it's like, oh, it's the most home runs by a catcher. Like, why do we only care about the home run record as a catcher? Like, as impressive as it is, right? That's really the only one we kind of talk about. Like when Aaron Judge was going for the record, it wasn't like, oh, most home runs by a center fielder. No, like that was never in the conversation.
No.
Now, so I kind of went back and went through and saw who has the record at each position here. Now, people are going to look at this and be like, oh, well, this is just all steroids except for maybe 3. Yes, that's a hit for us. We just hate the Yankees. But here we go. So,
we're not going to deny our hatred of the Yankees.
No, for sure. So here we go. Around the outfield, Barry Bonds in left field, 73, obviously. Aaron Judge with 58 in center. Sammy Sosa, 66 in right. Mark McGwire, first base, with 70. Marcus Semien, 45 at second base. I think that's when he was with the Blue Jays. That was before he signed that big free agent contract. Could be wrong.
He got paid after that season, I'm pretty sure.
So A-Rod's got the whole left side. He's got 57 at short, 54 at third. David Ortiz in the DH spot. And then, of course, we're talking about Cal Raleigh right now with 49 and subject to change because this is the current record he's sitting on.
It's only August 25th, so we've got a lot of time left.
But, yeah, pretty cool.
And this is exactly my point, Musicum. It's that it's not that clear cut. I think to many of us, we feel like it is, but there's a lot of people that see it differently. And that's the beauty of baseball. You can see it lots of different ways.
I just don't see it this year. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Judge. But where would the Mariners be without this guy? Where? Middle to the back of the division? There's no way.
At best, they're in third place looking up.
Yeah. Aaron Judge goes 1 for 4 with a home run every night, and it's a solo shot because the Yankees haven't been getting on base. And he was out for 2.5 weeks.
Then you had the Yankees the other night hit 9 home runs. I mean, he's not the only guy on that team that can hit. There are stretches of the season where Cal Raleigh's been the only guy in that team that can hit.
And he's DHing right now. He's not even playing the field.
Yeah, and by the way, he's also a pretty good catcher most nights.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it's clear-cut Cal Raleigh this year. Now, next year, last year, yeah, of course, Aaron Judge. I mean, There's no question. And I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but this year, right now, it's Cal Raleigh hands down for me. It's not even a question.
Yeah, and Musicum, I 1,000% agree with you that he's nothing more than Joey Gallo if he wasn't a catcher. He's doing this out of the catcher position, he's doing this out of the catcher position and playing a Gold Glove quality catcher. Like that to me, one of the most critical positions on the field, handling one of the best pitching staffs in baseball, handling a base running game that's really tilted towards the runners, and oh by the way, hitting 49 home runs in August. I mean, yeah, statistically he would be Joey Gallo if he's sitting in the outfield, but this is the guy who's playing catcher. He's played catcher 98 of 128 games. It's way more impressive than anything Joey Gallo could do.
And he's not just a Gold Glover; he's a Platinum Glover. He won the Platinum Glove last year. So like it's apples and oranges this year. Now, talk to me next year, it might be different. But the year he is having right now is MVP caliber. And unless he just has a complete free fall in the month of September and Judge is still sitting there hitting around 320, 330, then the conversation comes back. But right now, season ends today. No doubt in my mind, it has to be Cal Raleigh. That's just my view on it.
Yep. Yeah. And I think, Nico, you're making the argument that we always get into is that this is most valuable player, not most outstanding player, not best player, most valuable. If Aaron Judge missed the rest of the season, it doesn't change where the Yankees finish. Maybe by a game. Cal Raleigh misses the rest of the season, the Mariners are screwed. Screwed. Their season is over. Close up the tents, bring it all home. To me, that's where valuable comes into play. Yes. Is Aaron Judge the better player? Yes. Is Aaron Judge the better hitter? Yes, he is. Mm-hmm. Is he more valuable to his team? Absolutely not. And it's not close.
Yeah.
But it depends on how you assess value. And that's where this award always gets people tripped up. It's not most outstanding player, it's most valuable player. But value is very kind of amorphous and people can see it however they want.
I almost hate how it's becoming like a perennial award. Like, oh, it's Shohei Ohtani's award until somebody dethrones him. Yeah. Like it's not like reset every year. It seems like, from the outside looking in, it seems like, oh, Aaron Judge was MVP in 2024. He has to be in 2025 unless someone dethrones him. And the season that Cal Raleigh's having right now, to me, feels like he's dethroning him. Just from the eyeball test for me.
Yeah, I think the hard part, though, is that there hasn't been baseball right now lacks those like super elite players. You've got Shohei, you've got Skeens, you've got Judge. I might even stop there. Like those, maybe you throw Scooble on that, Crochet on that, maybe that's the whole list of those guys that are like super elite next level. So when you go into each season, you don't have a clear-cut number two. It's like it's Aaron Judge and then a bunch of maybes. But Aaron Judge is going to be awesome. In the preseason MVP discussion, was Cal Raleigh ever mentioned? Hell no. He was never brought up, and now here he is. And that's the beauty of baseball, is that you can have people that just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Sammy Sosa on this list. He was a fledgling outfielder who all of a sudden found his stroke and started hitting bombs like it was his job. We can get into why another time, but
I was just gonna say,
we can go down that road another time. Look at David Ortiz. I mean, the Minnesota Twins couldn't get rid of him fast enough.
Yeah.
Comes to Boston and figures it out. So it's hard because you only have a handful of guys that are truly in that super elite category. That's where Trout used to be. It was Trout's to lose, and that's why he won so damn many of them.
Yeah.
We don't have as much of that super high end talent. You got a ton of high end talent, but not super high end.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so to stay with the Mariners, Josh Naylor hits his 100th career home run, and I thought this was insane. So it's MLB record. 5 players for the same team recorded their 100th career 100th career home run, in the same year. So Garver, Raleigh, Julio, and Arozarena before Josh Naylor hit his 100th career. So that was pretty cool stat, but insane. What do you think the Mariners' chances are? I mean, they're there, right? Right now it's Red Sox, Yankees, Mariners. Do we see any of them moving out of that spot at this point?
I mean, last I looked, I think Kansas City's 3 or 4 games back. So like that's becoming a big enough gap where it's hard to close. I mean, the Mariners, I think, have to play really terrible before I think the Mariners would have to be really terrible before they're really at risk of falling out, unless like the Royals go on some insane, like they pull off a Brewers and go 15 straight.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at I think the playoffs are kind of laid out the way they're going to be.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Speaking of the Brewers, kind of, Willie Adames comes back and he homers on his first pitch in his return to Milwaukee. So that was pretty cool. Gets a standing ovation from the Brewers fans. Takes the helmet off, salutes him, steps in the box, and just laces one to left center field. And those are the moments that make baseball so incredible. Like nice homecoming, nice ovation, and then here I'm just gonna throw it back in the fans' faces that I'm not here anymore.
Yeah, and say probably wishes he was still there, given the dumpster fire San Francisco has become.
Yeah.
And also, Adames hasn't had a great season. He's been good, but not. He definitely has taken a step back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that whole team is kind of circling the drain right now.
Yeah, that Devers trade's working out for him though. So
yeah, the sad part is the Red Sox won that trade, even though they got like next to nothing back for him.
Yeah, crazy. All right, we mentioned him a couple minutes ago. The Beast, Garrett Crochet, reaches 500 career Ks. We've been talking a lot about milestones the last few weeks, like 3,000 Ks with Verlander, or he had 3,500, the other day. And Crochet stays healthy and keeps dealing like this. He'll get there by what? 2030?
Yeah.
The guy's just mowing people down.
He is. I mean, the nickname the Beast is fitting for him. He's a big guy, downhill plane, throws gas, isn't afraid to come inside. He's everything you want in an ace. So long as this guy can hold up, it's going to be fun to watch what he does in Boston over the next several years. But he's only 26. Really, this is coming off his second full year. Everything before that was kind of a mess. He was a reliever and then he was hurt. But really his second full healthy year, and his stuff is electric.
It makes me sick as a guy that pitched max effort and could barely hit 82 maybe at my peak, right? These guys like him and Scanes and Scooble just go up there and their mechanics are so flawless that they make it look effortless to throw triple digits. It's disgusting. It's nauseating. I hate it. But
this is
facts.
This is not wrong. I mean,
yeah.
What was Randy Johnson's year? 300 and something strikeouts. I mean, yes,
like 370 something.
It's so different. It was 372. I think. I mean, it's not the same anymore. But
yeah,
I mean, Crochet is going to give you 250. I think Scooble averages 240. I mean, Crochet is going to be in that same area. These guys just deal.
It's crazy. All right, staying on the pitcher's train. I don't know if you saw this, but Zach Big Sugar Maxwell, the new big man on campus, 6'6", 275, throwing over 100. This dude is a tank on the pitcher's mound, and he's gassing up 102. He screwed the Diamondbacks into the ground. I don't know if you saw that clip, Harrison, but took care of Moreno, absolutely just made Perdomo look silly. Perdomo's a great hitter. Made him look silly. It was like 102 and then 89 mile an hour slider on his back ankle. It was gross.
His ability to change speeds is nasty. I mean, so Crochet is 6'6", 245. Big Sugar 6'6", 275. I mean, these are big boys. Just big boys.
I can't imagine what that looks like on the mound. Or like Randy Johnson, 6'11". Like, no thanks.
6'6", standing on top of the mound. I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
Look like you're 12 feet tall out there.
But yeah, I had to throw him in there because we had like the jumbo category in Jeopardy a few weeks ago. So he definitely would have made it if he was like a couple weeks sooner. But yeah, Big Sugar. That's awesome.
Yeah, and is Michael correct? It should be Big Sugar.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Drop that R.
Yep. All right. So Zach Wheeler, venous thoracic outlet syndrome. I think that's a fancy name for blood clot.
That's a lot of words that don't sound good.
Yeah, exactly. So he is going in for surgery to get that fixed. He is out for the season. Phillies released that. What are the Phillies' realistic chances without their ace?
I mean, I think I said it last week. I think that it's going to be a short red October again. That rotate. I mean, Ranger Suarez is player of the week. You've got Sanchez. You've got Luzardo. You've got Nola coming back healthy. I mean, you've got arms, but you don't have your guy.
Yeah.
This is the Red Sox losing Kurt Schilling in 04. This is the Diamondbacks losing Randy Johnson in 01. Like this is the guy. He's your stopper. This is the guy that if you get 2 starts in a 5-game series, he wins twice. He's going to give you 3 in a 7-game. You win 3 times. Like he's that guy. I don't see the Phillies doing a lot without Wheeler.
Yeah. I mean, they could. Like you said, they do have a deep staff. So, and they have arms that could step up in big moments. But this guy is proven. This guy has done it. This guy could probably still go out and do it. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough sledding for the Phillies, I think, in the playoffs here.
Yeah, it's gonna be the NL's already a gauntlet. You lose your guy, you're just making it so much harder.
Yeah, agree.
And for us, Annalise is an ongoing tragedy. It really kind of is. You got the Mets falling apart. You got the Phillies now losing Wheeler. You got the Braves who already did fall apart. Wheels fell off. It's become kind of a who can outlast, because it's become less of an impressive division, more about one of survival.
Yeah, and we were looking at that Mets and Phillies races to be one of the best of the season, and it probably still could be a pretty good race, but for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those too where you expect this battle, you don't get this battle, you kind of forget about these teams, and now you're focusing on everybody else.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh yeah, right, we still have these guys to contend with.
Yeah.
And it's also like nobody's going to be going into the playoffs with any kind of momentum. Nobody, you're not feeling really good about anybody's chances.
Yeah.
I remember we had that person in the chat, back in like, what was it, May, who was like, Mets will be up by 10 in a week. How's that working out for you? Because not only do they never go up by 10, but now they're 7 back, I think, and they're winning tonight. So, but still, I mean, they're falling apart. Everybody in the East is falling apart.
Yep.
It's true in the AL East. I mean, the Yankees are falling apart. The Red Sox have their moments. We're waiting for the Blue Jays to fall apart.
Yep. They still haven't, which is crazy. But
yeah, and there are a lot of people, and I'm one of them, Musicum, that are wondering if this is where this goes. If Wheeler just says, I was planning on going in 2 years anyways, this is a big deal. Maybe I just don't go through the rehab. Maybe I don't take the chances. Maybe I just shut it down. Part of me wonders what his future is, because that's a big enough scare for a guy who is already planning his exit that maybe he doesn't come back.
Right. And he's lucky they found it.
True.
I mean, like that, there's that too. So, I mean, crazy. I agree with you, but yeah, exactly.
Yep. And this is always true. The Mets will always Met.
Yep. 1,000%. That will never change.
No, that'll never change.
So I saw this stat today, Harrison, and it blew my mind because
I saw it too, and I almost sent it to you, and then I saw it. I'm like, perfect. We're going to talk about it.
I'm like, Pirates lead the league with 16 shutouts this season, but baseball. Am I right?
Yep.
I mean, your staff is shutting down the offense.
Yep.
On the other side, 16 times, which leads the league, and you still can't win.
They probably lost half those games. Their offense probably found a way to lose those games.
Yeah, they ran the bases backwards or something. They got -1 runs.
It's embarrassing that they've pitched as well as they have and have so little to show for it. I mean, Paul Skeens, the stat just came out today. Paul Skeens has the second best ERA in baseball history through 50 starts and the fewest wins. He's at a 2.02 career ERA with 16 wins in 50 starts.
16 wins.
Yep.
That is mind-numbing.
It's through 50 career starts, I want to say, was the stat. and it's absolutely horrifying.
That's a stat you can't even begin to comprehend, really.
Sorry,
That
19 wins, not 16,
9
19.
Oh, huge difference
Still,
there.
19 wins and 50 starts with a 2.02 career ERA. Second best, Vida Blue had a 2.01.
Yeah, but he also probably had 49 of the 50 wins.
He won like 34 of those games.
Yeah.
Paul Skeens has won 19.
Wow. That's
It's
wild.
horrifying where he's
Yeah.
at. Horrifying.
That's true. I got no words.
All I can hear is like a Sarah McLachlan song coming on, and like, please donate or adopt, because
Yeah.
literally, like, this is where we're at with Paul Skeens. Like, he needs to be rescued, brought to a loving home, and taken care of, because this dude has been through more probably emotional trauma than any pitcher deserves.
How do
To
you
go out there
even
and pitch that well and still lose games just is beyond me.
That's what I was just gonna say. How are you getting yourself ready in the bullpen before the game to be like, I'm gonna go out, mow down 12 guys in 6+ innings and lose 1-0 because the bullpen gave up a run like crazy.
I mean, it's
Seriously.
it's a tragedy, it's a travesty, it's all of those things. To see a guy pitch this well and get so little support. It is, James, you're right. This is like absolutely abuse.
Yeah. I have no words for it. I
No.
mean, it is going to be interesting to see if the Pirates do end up sending him
damage.
out. Yep. The Pirates have to send him out when he's arbitration eligible.
Yeah,
There's
after
no
next
way.
season, they won't be able to afford him anyways.
Yeah, there's no way. And who forks over the dough for him?
Everybody. There will be a line. There will be a line of teams ready to pay this man.
Yeah. Do you want my entire AAA team? Because I'll give them to you. You can have the whole AAA organization. Bye.
Have my whole minor league. I don't care. Pick them. You tell me which players you want. I'll ship them over.
Yep.
Yes, John. A travesty, sham, and a mockery. A Travis sham mockery.
Yeah, 1000%. Man, killing it.
But again, that's the downside to being a number one pick. Teams that get number one picks don't get them because they're good.
Yeah.
And the Pirates came out yesterday and said they're going to keep payroll static for 2026, which means they're going to keep sucking. This is just what they're going to do.
You mean they're not going to sign a multi-year free agent?
No.
Oh, shucks.
I mean, you did dump some contracts and Brian Hayes and other guys that you're going to have some money to spend, but let's be serious.
Yeah. Let's just pad that wallet some more.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's embarrassing.
All right. 8-24-25, the Colorado Rockies are eliminated.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to make a run.
They were primed for one, for sure.
Yeah.
They'd won one straight in the last week, I think.
Yeah. I mean, hell, they had like back-to-back sweeps there coming out of the All-Star break. And
They,
like, whoa.
They did. They did.
Are you guys okay? Do you know what you just did?
Yeah, tripled their win total after the All-Star break in 6 games.
Yeah, it was one of those like I blacked out what happened. You guys just won 6 games. Like,
yeah,
how's it feel? They have no idea.
Yeah, wild.
And did you see the stat that today they tied the all-time? They've now tied the record for the highest run differential in MLB history.
Yeah, what was it? It was like 360 something. I think I saw. It was.
They're negative 349.
Oh, 349. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's wild.
Horrendous.
That's a lot of sprinting for your outfielders. That's a lot of miles out there in Coors Field that you're sprinting, chasing down balls in the gap.
It's a lot of friggin' runs. And the nice thing is that, I mean, they're at what, 37 wins. I mean, they're not going to be the worst ever. The White Sox can keep that. You're welcome, Justin. But I mean, this team is bad. I mean, they are bad.
Yeah. Not good. Not good. But yeah, I mean, we're not even in September. They're eliminated. That's pretty bad. But,
yeah. I think easy mode in the show is the only shot the Rockies have to be competitive. I'm not even convinced if you sent the Rockies down to AAA that they'd be that competitive. I think they'd still be a middle of the pack team.
I hate that you're not wrong.
Yeah. And Cap and we all thought they were going to win 40 or less in July. I mean, I consistently took the over because I thought they'd be better, but I was sweating it there for a little while that they would not get to 40 wins.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. All right.
Oh boy.
Here we go. We are going to bring on the super fan of the show, a fellow history dork in himself, not the baseball history dork, but he is a baseball history dork. He is one of them. We are going to welcome to the show. You've probably seen him in the chat. Heck, you've seen him in the chat already on this show. So we are going to welcome in Michael Simpson. How are we doing, Michael?
How we doing?
Doing good. Welcome. So we're going to run down some MLB Unbreakable records that aren't necessarily talked about. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, everyone talks about 26-32 with Cal Ripken and Cy Young's 511 wins, but I mean, there's some that some of those. Well, Cal's is possibly able to be broken. Not likely, but it's possible.
Right.
Same thing with the 56 game hitting streak by DiMaggio. It can be done. It's not likely going to be done, but it could be done. But
yeah, I'm always we've talked about this before throughout the show, and I've said that I feel that all the quote unquote unbreakable records by hitters can all be accomplished because they're getting the same opportunities as those other guys did. Yep. Where pitchers just don't pitch like they pitched back in the 1900s. It's completely different game in that aspect, but the hitters still have the same amount of opportunities to achieve those unbreakable hitting records. But
I mean, yes and no, some of the fields are a lot different. Center field in Tiger Stadium was 450. It's I mean, stuff like that, that's I was going to say on the next slide. Stuff like Sam Crawford's 309 career triples.
Yeah, we can start right there. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's not getting touched. There's no chance. Starling Marte, I checked this afternoon, actually. Starling Marte and Mike Trout are still the active leaders at 55. Ever. Their entire career. No chance that Sam Crawford's getting touched by anything at all. No one's going anywhere near it. Second place was Ty Cobb. And he was 15 below him, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of triples. Yeah. And in today's ballparks, I mean, with the arms these guys have and the way they hit, it's so hard to leg out a triple. And Corbin Carroll, I mean, he's the master of the triples right now, but it's going to take him a whole lot of seasons to even come close to that.
Only 40 Harrison. That should be fine. He's on pace.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do the math, but yeah, someone's got to average at least 15 for 20 years.
Yeah.
To get anywhere near it.
Assuming they can still run by the 20th year of their career.
Exactly. There's no chance of that.
And Justin Starling Marte should be the active leader of anything. I mean, nobody's going to argue that point.
I mean, I think the only shot is if you put somebody like a Juan Pierre in Colorado and only Colorado, or Corbin Carroll in Colorado for 20 years. That's really the only shot I think you have. Maybe Detroit, because those are your two biggest land area parks. But you're right. The parks are so much smaller or more uniform than they ever were back when these guys played.
Yeah, or something like Fenway with the triangle, or Philly they've got that weird wall out in center field too, where it could bounce off and go for a while. San Francisco, same thing. You gotta get a weird bounce to get a triple. I mean,
yeah, but you still got to do it 309 times.
Correct. Yeah, well, it's not gonna happen.
And to give an example, Corbin Carroll the last 3 years has averaged about 15 triples. He's 24 years old. He'd have to play until his 42nd birthday, doing 15 a season to get there. And he's the most prolific triples hitter we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, like it says further down there, Curtis Granderson had 23 in 2007. 1 year he had 23. Okay, but he didn't get that wasn't every year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that was his 2020 and 2020 season, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
With J-Roll. But all right. This one is still this one's laughable.
Yeah,
this one's crazy.
But you guys were talking about complete games. Not was it the last one or maybe the one before? I think it might have been the last one that you had. Yeah, Verlander's got 26. That's the active leader. 749. He had to have complete games and losses. That's what happened back then. They didn't come out at all. There were no relief pitchers. Like the only time you came out is you got injured. That's it.
Right. Yeah, the other one on here that blew my mind when I was doing this was Will White in 1879 with 75 in a season.
No one pitches 75 games. Forget about completing all of them.
Well, so here's a good one for you too. In his career, Justin Verlander's only made 548 starts. I mean,
he has to keep going, play 200 more, and complete all of them. No.
Yeah, I mean, you won't even see a pitcher get 749 starts in their career, let alone 749 complete games. There's just no shot anybody will ever sniff anything close to this.
No, exactly.
Just think, Billy Wagner got into the Hall with what, 980 something innings? Innings.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, absolutely. Of course, no doubt. There's no way. Unless they just start throwing underhand for some reason, there's just no way that this will ever be done.
I like that. This isn't an unbreakable record for us. This is a hell freezes over record.
Yeah.
But the one at the bottom is even worse. Like that's more of a hell freezes over. 187 consecutive complete games.
Oh my Lord.
That's 3 years. I have it written down. Hold on. He did it from... It was 1902 to 1905. 3 years in a row. He had every single game was a complete game.
You just tell the bullpen, don't even bother coming in the ballpark today. Just take the day off. Go to the beach. I don't need you.
Nope. They didn't need him at all.
This is a stat that, like, when I get to tell, like, my grandkids, so we'd be like 5 or 6 generations removed, they'd be like, go to bed, Grandpa, you're drunk. Like, there's no way this is, like, there's no way this ever happened. Be like, because it's so mind-numbingly ridiculous that this was what baseball was like.
They'd be confused by the complete game part.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, you want me to go all 9 innings? No. I only go 5 or 6. I mean, Blake Snell won a Cy Young pitching 5 1/3 on average. So
crazy, absolutely nuts.
Yeah, and I love this point, Justin. You got tarred and feathered if you didn't pitch a complete game back then. You'd lose your man card. Like you were expected to go the distance unless something went really, really bad.
Dude, a pitcher got struck by lightning and still got up and finished the game. Who was that guy? I mean, crazy. I can't remember. Yeah, I should, and I can't remember the name. But crazy. That's one of my favorite posts ever of all time. It's insane. But wow. And then let's just back that one up with this one.
Yeah. Kershaw has 15 in his career. 15. He's about to retire. 15 in his entire career. No one's going anywhere near Walter Johnson's record. No chance.
Verlander has 9 for what it's worth. In 548 career starts.
Oh my God. Yeah. No. Like 5 shutouts a year for 22 years. No chance. Zero.
No. So like we had it, I think it was a few months back, might have been off season. I can't remember when we did it, but we put 2 unbreakable records against each other. And we had to pick which one we thought would be broken first. And we did this one and Cy Young's wins. So for me, they're both impossible. Let me throw that out there before everybody bites my head off.
100%.
But I said this one is the only mathematically possible one because you can start 110 games. I mean, you just can't allow a run and go all 9. But like, no one's ever going to hit 511 wins ever again. So like for me, this one was the only one that could be broken because mathematically I could make 110 starts in my career. I mean, it's still not going to get touched. Like you said, like these numbers of these guys now, they just don't pitch enough. But I mean,
no shot.
It's both hypothetical because they're never getting touched. But yeah, it was just it was fun to kind of pin 2 against each other and pick one.
Warren Spahn in the live ball era, the 63. That's not getting. No one's sniffing any of these.
No.
Not like that. You're not getting anywhere close to Grover Cleveland Alexander at 90 either. None of them. Zero chance.
No. Just
That is
don't
such a
push 'em.
wild stat.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and to John's point, like, it was the one pitcher back then, and if not, it's the guy who threw BP was the backup. But you didn't have all the specialization you have today. Like, teams don't even want starters to go more than 6 innings. They want to bring in the guys throwing 98 plus to pitch the last 2 or 3 innings of that game, and you don't want your starters to go deep because you got those studs in the bullpen that are waiting to come out.
Exactly.
And they're all investments. We talk about this all the time. Players are investments now. They're not baseball players. There's a huge difference, right? If money wasn't a big an issue as it is now, we might actually see some of these guys go further in games. But you gotta protect your guys that you're paying $70 million a year.
Exactly.
So just a whole different ballgame. But I mean, numbers are insane.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah, crazy.
You say that, now look at the next one.
Yeah, this one's crazy too.
Those are in the season?
In a season.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
680 innings.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't bother doing the math. That's not just no. That's what every start he went all of them. Like, that's basically it.
If not pretty darn close, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many games did they play in 1879? How long were their seasons? They weren't 162.
No.
That is 75 starts going 9 innings.
Sounds about right.
Jeez. But even the Wilbur Wood one in the early 70s
that's a lot of innings.
Is 400 innings just about, is pretty crazy. And then you go to Zach Wheeler.
That one I put on. That's the lowest amount to lead the league for an entire season, not strike related or
right.
To 2020.
That's wild.
It's the lowest to highest innings pitched to lead the league, right? Did I say that right? The lowest highest, lowest top value, right?
So that sounds good. Yeah.
Lowest number of innings to ever lead the league. Let's go with that.
Thank you. There we go.
Words are hard, guys.
Words are really hard. I don't words and I don't math, so.
And it's a third of what the record is. A third.
Yeah. Wild. 680. I couldn't even do that, like, just lobbing it in for BP. Like, my arm kills after throwing BP to my JV team after only 20 minutes. Like, I can't imagine doing that day after day.
Can we talk about the fact that Will White looks like the kind of guy who had like a spittoon on the mound with him and like sat in the dugout and like cleaned his rifle between innings? Like, he's like an old pioneer man.
His arms look scrawny too. But like, how are you throwing that many innings?
Yeah,
love it.
A tiny arm.
Love it.
Will White did my taxes last year, I think.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Boy, has baseball changed. You look at Zach Wheeler, who's this strapping guy, and then you got Will White over here, who looks like he could do your taxes, and is probably more likely to do your taxes than go out and pitch for you.
Especially now.
Yeah,
right.
That's wild.
Crazy. I mean, this guy, all 6,800 records that this guy owns.
Jeez.
We always think about the strikeouts, but
right.
By far the most walks.
Yeah, not even close.
I mean, he pitched from 69 to 93.
Yeah.
Yeah, 66 to 93.
66 to 93.
It's off by a few years, but yeah,
Oh.
I mean, he didn't clearly. He walked half as many people as he struck out, but with the amount of people he faced, that's not shocking.
Yeah. 2,795 career walks is staggering. That's a lot of pitches too.
He faced 22,575 batters in his career. Walked about 10%.
How many different father-son combinations did he face too? There was like a bunch of them too.
Oh yeah, there's
like all of them. Well, But
Yeah,
you want,
crazy.
and so amazingly enough, as good as Nolan Ryan was, 222 career complete games, 61 shutouts. Still not even close to any of those records.
Yeah.
A little
Crazy.
over half the way to Walter Johnson. Yep.
How many innings pitched, Harrison?
5,386.
That's crazy too, man. And he probably still would have kept going if he didn't blow his arm out in that last start.
Yeah,
Probably would have kept going.
this is a guy who consistently made 30 plus starts year after year after year. As he has made as many as 39 in the season. Sorry, 42 is his most.
Dang.
I mean, he got 6 hits off of Robin Ventura. So
He did. one at bat. Yeah.
Oh god.
Insane. All right, this one, when you sent me this one and I was doing this one, I was like, I'll let you go and then I'll add my 2 cents, but this one blew my mind.
yeah, no, it goes thinking all 26 innings, both of them, and it ends in a tie because of darkness, like absolutely insane. I like we've been saying, they go what 5, maybe 6, 26 innings. The game wasn't even over. It 1-1 tie. So technically, it's still going on. They haven't finished it.
Right. And this is going to be the worst game in history and the coolest game in history because it ended in a 1-1 tie. This would infuriate me so much if I went out and pitched 26 innings and it ended in a tie. Like, you've got to be kidding me.
Everybody go home, bring your candles and lanterns. Let's light the field. We're gonna finish this thing. Like one way or the other. There's no way I'm going to go 26 innings and be like, well, game's over. All right, let's go home. No shot.
The first night game was 1933, so 13 years before we even thought about putting lights.
Jeez.
Park the cars around the field or something. My goodness gracious.
Light it up that way.
Go old school Sandlot style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. 26 innings for both of them in a 1-1 tie.
Wow.
Can't imagine what that looked like.
26 innings is like 5 starts for most of these guys anymore.
I think my arm would have fell off.
Yeah, well, it's like Captain saying they're throwing 42 miles per hour by the end of the game. it's like slow pitch softball. Arms are so toast.
But the hitters weren't hitting it, so I
True.
mean, if they're throwing 42, they're still not getting hits.
Yeah,
that is crazy. A 1-1 tie in 26 innings.
Yep.
Couldn't have managed more runs than that. Couldn't have gotten a bunt down, stolen a base or two. Like wild.
I just don't know how these guys were able to get up the next day. If I threw 26 innings, I would be out of commission for 2.5 weeks. Like, I wouldn't be able to move. My entire body.
Are you talking today,
down.
Nick? Or are you talking like 20 years ago?
Yes.
Because today I don't think you'd throw 26 pitches without being out for 2 weeks.
Dude, I wouldn't throw one without needing a whole right arm reconstruction. Yeah. So, like, I mean, but this is insane. That's crazy. I can't even imagine the amount of pitches thrown.
It's gotta be so many.
That's Harrison. You might be able to find that out. I wouldn't be shocked if Baseball Reference might have that.
I mean, as a joke, John said like 345 pitches each. You're probably not that far off. I'm going to see if I can't find it.
You might be able to.
It might even be more than that. I mean, depending. I don't know. 1-1 tie, maybe not. Maybe a lot of first pitch groundouts.
Yeah.
Bugs
Bunny change-ups.
Yeah, exactly.
Swing.
Yep, exactly. Crazy.
Yeah, 1 by land, 2 by sea. We can finish this 26 inning game.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yesterday I picked up a walnut and chucked it and blew up my damn elbow.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this guy, he played for my Braves back when they were still in Boston.
Are you still claiming them as your Braves? You're still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Proud of that.
Milwaukee Braves.
Oh, nice.
On. I got my Acuna jersey on.
Nice.
There we go.
But yeah, no, 60 wins in 1884.
It's all right. It's a decent year.
It's all right. I mean,
yeah,
he did what he could.
Yeah. We can't get a 20-game winner anymore, but this guy won 60.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, the geezer's happy. Old Hoss Radborn, he's pumped to see him on the list.
Yeah, Geezer always, when he's on, he tries to throw a Radborn reference in there somehow. So love
Always.
it. Yeah, credited with being the first person to flipping the bird on the camera too. I thought it was a nice little add-in right there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he just kind of hit it in, but next to someone's head.
Nice.
But you could definitely see it. It was not
Classic.
subtle.
Yeah, classic. we all still do that now, 2025. So he started it. Yeah,
Yep.
Love it. That's awesome. This one's pretty cool too.
The only reason why this even had a chance to happen is because in '62 it was the Giants and Dodgers had a 3-game playoff to decide the pennant, because no playoffs back then. You had to decide it, and he played in every game. There's no chance anyone has a chance to touch this one. It's not possible.
No. Yeah, not with the playoff format the way it is now. There's no way. Because we did a Red Sox trivia question of like who played the most games in a season, and it was Jim Rice at 163 because they had to play a playoff, but it wasn't a 3-game series like these guys did. Crazy.
Was that 78?
Sure, sounds right.
Well, with Bucky Dent, that was my thought.
Oh yeah, I think so. We don't bring that name up on the podcast. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but
who? We don't talk about.
But yeah, I think it that sounds about right for that year for sure. But yeah, 165. You're right. There's just no potential for that to ever be touched again.
Yeah, there's no way the schedule would allow it. All right, so real quick, Kador versus Eschker. So Kador faced 96 batters. Eschker faced 90 batters. It was believed that Kador threw about 300 pitches. It could be as high as 360. Eschker thought he threw about 250 pitches. And after the game, Kador said he couldn't lift his arm to comb his hair for 3 days.
And this is in the time when they were throwing, 75, 80, 85 miles an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not skiing with 103, 85 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. He couldn't comb his hair for 3 days. That's why I shaved my head. But anyways. Crazy. All right. Yeah.
Wow. If you were anywhere near this record, you have been sent to the single A. Forget about triple A. Forget about double A. You're that bad? No, it's just, no one's going anywhere near that. Everyone says that Javi Baez's defense sucks. Well, clearly not that bad.
Compared.
Yeah.
Now, what position did he play? Was he in the era where first baseman played without a glove?
No, that was 1890s when they put in. Given it wasn't much of a glove, it was more like a mitten with the fingers cut off, but it was still a glove.
So it was like a golf glove?
Basically, yeah. Just without the fingers. I'm pretty sure they had the fingers out. I know at least with the catchers, the first catchers ones, they didn't have fingers on either.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, I know. I thought about doing vintage baseball, playing by 1864 rules, and same thing. You're catching barehanded. The third baseman is hucking it at you as hard as he possibly can, and you're like, I'm gonna try and catch this with my bare hand. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Which is why I was like, if I'm playing in the outfield, where if it bounces once and I catch it, it's an out.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Not dumb enough to think about playing the infield. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's great. Was he the coach's son?
And John, my mind went right here too. I've got Ellie's stats up. He's got 62 career errors and he's only played 3 seasons.
Oh man.
So by the time this season's over, he's probably at like 67. He's good he made 29 last year. He's on pace to make like 24 this year. I mean, still he won't reach 1,000, but as bad as he is, he still won't get to 1,000 errors.
But also, when Herman Long was playing, they didn't groom the infield anywhere close to as much as they do now. A bad bounce that wouldn't have been his fault, called an error back then. So,
ouch.
I mean, it's padded somewhat because of how it was, but still.
I think Devers could do it. I saw him play first the other day.
It's an adventure every play with that guy.
Yeah, and I talk about the infields a lot with like Ty Cobb too. Like how much of his hits in his career, like I don't know. I'm not trying to take anything away from Ty Cobb and what kind of hitter he was, but how many of those hits were attributed to the type of field they played on too? You know, like I mean, could be part of it. But
yeah, could you imagine giving these guys a field like they play on today? Like they never saw anything like this in their day. They were playing on the sandlot like we grew up on.
Yeah,
that was a professional field.
I forget what field it was, but at one point, someone like the right fielder was playing in a puddle, like literally in a huge puddle. So exactly, yeah. You can't make these stories up. You really can't.
Yeah, apples and oranges.
It really is such a different game.
Yep. This is
so
another
many
one.
games.
He born in North Brookfield, about 25 minutes away from me. But yeah, 7,755 games managed. Everyone thinks of the Philadelphia A's because that was what he was most known for. But he actually managed the Pittsburgh Pirates for 3 years too.
Yeah, mine's crazy. So I was looking at like him, and I think I saw a stat with him and Vin Scully. Like they overlap by like 2 or 3 years, and they cover like 135 years of baseball history just between the two of them.
Yeah,
it's mind-numbing, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, based on 162 game schedule, that's 48 years as a manager.
Yeah, it was 1901 to 1950 with the A's and 3 years with the Pirates. It's absolutely insane.
You know who's got a shot to beat that? Aaron Boone. He'll never get fired.
I hate that you're not wrong. Yeah.
If he approaches the next slides, he might get fired at that point.
Oh, yeah. That'd be bad.
This one's crazy. So explain this one, because I put in the cliff notes of what you sent me, but I want you to kind of go into in depth, like how this was even possible to have 101 road games, let alone 101 road losses.
Okay. Fortunately, I did a little bit deeper dive than what I sent you. Well, yes, they requested to get transferred because literally they had, where was it? 6,088 people attend their home games.
Like total?
Total in the entire season.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So like the Oakland A's?
People. Worse than the A's. Blow the A's out of the water completely.
Yikes!
For the entire season, they had 6,000 people show up. So that the owners of the Spiders, who actually owned the St. Louis Perfectos at the time, who they became the Cardinals, because they owned both those teams, they transferred all the good players to St. Louis and gave the Spiders the crap players, and so that they could actually make some money. They had them play all the rest of the games on the road. I want to say it started in like early July. The rest of the season they were on the road.
Jeez.
Dang. That's crazy.
They lost 24 games in a row. That's a MLB record.
Oh.
They had 6 losing streaks of 10 or more. They finished 84 games behind first place Brooklyn Superbas. Slightly worse than the Rockies.
Slightly.
Yeah, only slightly.
They finished 35 games behind the second to last team, the Washington Senators.
Oh, dear God.
Oh.
They finished in the bottom of the league in runs, hits, doubles, triples, homers, walks, stolen bases, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage. Clearly not shocking, because they sucked that bad.
Wow.
Yep.
How do you not just pack up your stuff and go home?
Yeah,
I mean, like, I've had enough of this already.
Mentally, they did. Clearly, mentally, they
I
did.
mean, yeah.
So much for
No.
so actually at the last game of the season, there was a cigar stand clerk at a hotel, and he pitched for them in their last game.
They probably won that one, huh?
Nope, they lost 19-3.
19-3. Wow.
Um,
That is wild.
Yikes.
they did do one nice thing at the end of the season. They gave their traveling secretary a locket at the completion of the season, and it said, "The only person who had the misfortune to watch all of our games."
Yikes.
Yeah. Man, that's wild.
Wow.
Well,
As bad as some of the teams that we have seen in our lifetime, they are nothing compared to the Cleveland Spiders. 20-134 was the final record.
Oh.
20-134.
no,
I'll say
thank-
that one more
wow.
time. 20-134.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's
insanity.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. What in September? Like, why are you still getting out of bed to go play? Like,
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna lose anyways. Just call it. We'll see you at the
Yeah.
bar.
Is it
Cap-
for a paycheck
Captain, you're
at that
right.
point?
Still better than their day jobs. You're right,
I mean, fair.
because you weren't making any money back then.
Yeah. Is it even really for a paycheck at that point?
No,
Nope.
that's crazy.
That's awful.
101.
Keep my 15 cents. I'm all set. Thank you.
Yep.
Go pick up an
Sure.
extra shift at the grocery store. I'll see you.
Yep.
Now, this I heard in a book, so that's why I pulled this out. I'm like, this is just really weird. He didn't pitch in the first game, but he's on the team, and you got the team wrong. I didn't notice that until just now.
Oh,
Rick.
well, it's fine.
It's fine. It's Philadelphia Philly, not an A.
Oh, okay.
He umpired the second game of the doubleheader because the umpire got sick. That's never going to happen. Like, we have now, right now, we have what, 4 on the field during a regular season game and 6 in the playoffs. Back then, they had one umpire, and he got sick. It's like, shit, what do we do now? So they grabbed one of the players. And the best part of it, I thought it was, in the bottom of the 9th, they used him as a pinch hitter, and he got a hit.
Was he trying to umpire while he hit? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. That part I could not get. But like,
Calling balls and strikes for himself, I like it.
that
Right?
was a little high. I'm going to call that a ball. Like, yeah. How do you? I don't know if they grabbed someone else to do it. Then they said, or just said, screw it, we'll just lob it in there and see. Which it's the bottom of the 9th. Who cares? Phillies lost the game though, 3-2.
Dang.
Wow,
That's crazy.
he couldn't even fix the game for his own team, huh?
No, he couldn't.
I wonder what a strike zone back in 1901 looked like.
Well, this kind of made me think about like a check swing back in the day used to be an automatic ball, no matter how far around you went.
Hmm.
I was trying to figure out what year they started to like the appeal down. Because I remember seeing some old clips in like the 30s and 40s where they would check swing like all the way around and they would still call it a ball.
You basically take a full swing, put the bat back. It's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Psych.
I can't remember.
Cap and the
What
catchers
year it
call
was,
balls
but-
and strikes.
Yeah, I mean, we've had that before.
Yeah, Forrest. I'll never understand how a player on one of the teams was ever plan B. I mean, this is, professional baseball, and you've got no backup plan. You got one umpire covering the whole field. That's crazy.
I remember hearing a story. I want to say it might have been actually Sam Crawford that was telling it, saying that they would constantly round off. They would not going from first to third. You might be within 10 feet of second base, because the ump's paying attention to where the ball is.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
They'd round it off, and they would use whatever they possibly could for that. There's only one guy. If he's not looking at you, why not?
Yep. It's fair. And Justin, strikes almost from your top hat to your stirrups. It probably was. It was. If you can reach it, it's a strike.
Man, that's incredible.
The tomahawk
Man.
swing was in play.
Yep. Wow, that's wild. But
That is crazy.
yeah, that was
There's
cool.
some insanity in there.
Yeah.
Question popped up in the chat from Tommy. Did the Cleveland Spiders become the Indians' guardians? Do we know? No.
They did not. No. They ceased operations after the 1899 season.
They
Why
shut them
would that
down.
be? Yeah,
Yeah.
why would that be?
No idea. I'm not sure.
I mean, it could only go up from there, right? It couldn't get worse, could it?
The Cleveland Blues were they were the name in 1900 in the Western League, which became the American League. Then later on, they were known as the Naps because of Napoleon Lajoie. And then after that, it was the Indians.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, crazy.
So they stomped on the Spiders, huh?
Yeah. Sounds like they stomped on themselves pretty bad, but
Well, yeah.
that's crazy. But man, Michael, that was awesome. Thank you for coming on and sharing that. You're welcome anytime. Anything you want to share, you're now part of the crew. We appreciate the support. I know you come on all the time we're on. We really appreciate it. And going down some of these Unbreakable Records was absolutely incredible. So really appreciate the work you put into it and coming on and talking to us about it.
No, thank you guys for doing this. Really, honestly, like as you can tell by all the comments that I've said to you guys in chats and everything that we always see in this chat is we just love that you guys come on here, and it's I want to say it was you, Nick, that said this in our private chat. It's like we're sitting around just talking to two friends.
Yeah.
And that's really what it feels like to us.
Yeah, and that's what we want it to be, because there's no other show out there that does that gives fans a platform to just do what we're doing, just talk about baseball. And there's so much history in every era of baseball to talk about that everybody enjoys differently. Like, I don't know a lot about history. I'll tell you right now. Like, I'm more focused on 80s and today because that's when I was born. But I love listening to the history of baseball. I think it's so interesting. How did we get from there to where we are now? Like, that part is important. It really is. And I love hearing the stories and people that are knowledgeable about that stuff. But that's what we want to make this platform ultimately. We want to make it so big that fans feel like they can come on and just talk about any aspect of baseball that they want to. And we love it. So we really appreciate the work that you put into it.
Yeah, and we love when people come on and contribute. I look at, Forrest loves his section of history. Justin loves his section of history. You've got a whole other section you're looking at. Like, there's so much history. I mean, baseball is the only sport that goes back 125 years and more. When you get into kind of the early formations of it, there's so much history to cover.
Yeah, I don't have it on this one. The Braves have been around since 1871, so in 154 years for us. What Tommy said, no, 1880 to 1887, they were the Philadelphia Quakers.
Quakers. Yeah.
Oh, the Quakers. Okay.
Crazy. Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Captain wanted to let us know the Spiders got flushed.
Yeah.
And John Carter, well done, Michael. May Moyer be with you.
and also with you, John.
That's got to become like a thing here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still working hard to try to get him on somehow, some way, somehow. But yeah, Michael, thank you so much again for your support, and love that we have this line of communication open. And you're welcome back anytime you want to throw something together. We will have you back on for sure. But great job. Appreciate it.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
Dang. It like that stuff still like blows my mind. Like how much history that I don't know, that I'm still schooled on every day by those guys.
And I've watched the Ken Burns movies. I've read like every book I can find. I've got the whole baseball timeline over my shoulder. Like, I've done so much of like the research and studying in baseball history, but there's so much you can't even get to it all. But B, there's no way you can remember it all. I mean,
No.
there's just an insane amount of history, and then just the different ways the game has evolved and changed. It just there, like I said, baseball is the only sport that has the history that it has, where it goes back so far, and it's got different structures to it, different formations. Like the game itself has changed many times. It is such a cool sport for that fact of it has way more history than anything else.
Yeah. Where the structure, like you said, the structure of the game has evolved and changed so much, right? I mean, basketball has always been basketball. Has that evolved and changed a little bit? Yeah. I mean, you got 3-point line, like it has a little bit, but like the fundamentals of it are still the same. Like baseball fundamentals have changed a ton throughout the years, and how the game's approached and all that. So it's wild, and I'm glad we have that community that is into that stuff, because I get schooled on it every time those guys come on. It's absolutely incredible. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Forrest, I've forgotten more baseball history than I've ever known, or something like that. Yeah, there's just no way to remember it all.
No, absolutely not. So, yeah.
And Captain, if Moore's in Seattle, I can cousin Eddie him for you guys. We don't condone, kidnapping or anything like that. So let's not go too crazy, Captain. But we may need to send you out after him.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Harrison's got some MLB trivia for me.
Yeah, and I mixed up a little bit tonight. So we've been doing the Who Is That Guy for the last few weeks, and trust me, I love those. Those are fun. But I figure we do more like a Who Is That Guy opening day lineup edition.
Oh, goodness.
So we're going to go back to the lineups. And so I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the field view, the lineup for opening day for these teams. And you got to tell me the player that's missing.
All right. We're back to these.
Yeah, these are fun too. All right. Man. And there's some, I think there's some layups in here, Nick. I think there's some really tough ones, but I think Chad will have your back. So let's get started. So who's missing from the 1999 New York Mets opening day lineup? In the outfield, you had Ricky Henderson, Brian McRae, and Bobby Bowe. In the infield, going around it, you had Mike Piazza behind the plate, Robin Ventura at third, Ray Ordonez at short, Edgardo Alfonso at second, this guy at first, and Al Leiter on the mound.
Can we just take a second and appreciate this lineup, though?
I know.
This was a pretty damn good lineup.
It was a pretty good lineup, and they went to the World Series the year after.
Is this... Dude,
freaking Chad is lighting up already.
John Olerud, yeah.
Boom.
It is Olerud, right? Yeah, that was the year. Yeah,
Chat absolutely lit up
for sure. It is John Olerud. Yeah, has to be. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that is John Olerud, one of the sweetest swings you'll ever see.
Yeah, I mean those 2 years in Toronto are the ones for me that stick out. When he was chasing 400 there for a while, and just crazy. Dang.
Yeah, Cappen's in. Yeah, and Benia's still getting paid.
Yep.
Oh, quick update on the Mariners game. My favorite player made an error, which means it's Manny Machado. Then Polanco goes yard 4-3. All right.
Nice. Love that.
Cutting into the lead.
Yep. All right.
I was such a big John Olerud fan. He was just everything he did was just like so smooth.
Yep.
Irritatingly so.
Again, what I said earlier in the show, the guys that make it effortless, make it look effortless, make me sick.
Yeah, John, the Ricky story when he's like, "Hey, I played with the guy that wore a helmet," and John's like, "Yeah, me." That's one of the best stories of all time.
Yeah, so good.
And Ricky Henderson played with like everybody multiple times with all the teams he played on. But my goodness, that is so classic.
I'm sure with as many teams as he bounced around, he couldn't keep everybody straight. No. There's no way.
There's no way. There's no way Ricky remembered.
No. All right.
Yeah, Michael's recapping the conversation. Oh, that was such a good story.
Yep, man. All right.
Who's missing from the 1995 Atlanta Braves opening day lineup? Going around the infield, you had Javi Lopez behind the plate, Chipper Jones at third, Jeff Blauser at short, Lemke at second, Fred McGriff at first, Maddox on the mound, Mike Kelly in left, Marquise Grissom in center, and who in right field?
I think I got this one.
You want to put it in the chat? We'll see if chat gets it.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay. Yeah. I watch this team every night. If I didn't get this one, I'd
I
be
know.
really upset with myself.
I know. Oh, here we got
But
him pop. Yep. John Temple, Justice, Michael. I expected Michael to get this one. Dave Justice.
yeah,
Klesko, good guess on Klesko, but not Klesko.
yeah. Yeah, that was the thing is I think they had like some revolving outfielders there during
totally
that
did.
Braves run. So I was like, which one is that? But the number of X's on there help you with how many digits are in their name.
So if you count the X's are all one letter. So in this case, it's David Justice. You got 5 and then 7. So trying to give you a hint at how long the name is.
Yeah.
So yes, David Justice, who was so good in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so good in Cleveland until he got in trouble with Halle Berry. Anyways,
we won't talk about that.
No, we don't want to get into the bad parts of this. We're gonna keep going. But yeah, so the chat is still lighting up with Justice. Oh yeah, and Michael, you're right. Klesko played left and first, not right.
That's right.
Good point.
But I mean, there's so many guys out there. What Ron Gant, Brian Jordan played out there. Deion Sanders played out there. Otis Nixon for a year. I mean, it was just like revolving outfielders there. It seemed like for a while. Then Andrew Jones on the tail end of that. Like, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, you had so many good players roll through that place.
Jermaine Dye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jermaine Dye started there.
Yeah.
All right, going to the Wayback Machine here. Who is missing from the 1975 Philadelphia Phillies opening day lineup? You had Greg Lazinski in left, Alan Bannister in center, Mike Anderson in right. Behind the plate, you had Bob Boone. At third, you had Mike Schmidt. At shortstop, you had this guy. At second, you had Dave Cash. First, Willie Montanez, Steve Carlton on the mound. Who was the shortstop?
You know, this is my wheelhouse. Mid-70s baseball is my wheelhouse.
You'll remember him better as a longtime manager of the Phillies. In our era. Chat is lighting up with the name.
It's you can give it to chat because I'm stumped. I said, mid-70s is I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah.
Larry Boa. Here they're just flying in.
Yeah.
So in our era, we'd remember him as a longtime manager of the Phillies. But
absolutely,
Larry Boa was the shortstop there for many years.
Yeah, great one. These are still to me the best uniforms ever. This baby blues with the maroons, or even when they go the full maroons with the baby blue stripes. I love it. I love these uniforms. I wish they would go back to the old fat Philly P. The small one that they got now. Yep. To me, these are all-time classics. But yeah,
Larry Bow was, and he had some epic meltdowns.
Yeah, I mean these are my top 5 uniforms of all time.
They're so awesome.
Not even close, but
they're so awesome.
All right.
This is a lineup we should know pretty well there, Nick. Who's missing from the 2004 St. Louis Cardinals opening day lineup? Around the outfield, you had Ray Langford, Jim Edmonds, Reggie Sanders. Around the infield, you had Scott Rowland, Edgar Renneria, Tony Womack, Albert Pujols. This guy behind the plate.
Oh my God. Why am I?
He was also a not so long ago manager of the Cardinals.
Oh, duh.
Yep.
Yeah. Took a second. Yep, Mike Matheny for sure.
And they're rolling in.
Yeah. Right in Justin's wheelhouse, St. Louis Cardinals, Missouri.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Mike Matheny for sure.
Yeah, that is Mike Matheny.
Yeah.
Who I actually thought was a good manager and had a weird falling out there. But anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are crushing it in the chat. My brain is clearly off tonight. So thank you. Bailing me out here.
You're still trying to figure out how the hell you can lose 101 road games.
Facts. Crazy.
And you're trying to wonder if the Rockies could somehow pull that off.
Again, I don't math, Harrison. So
yeah, fair.
No clue. Fair. But all right.
All right. Who is missing from the 1989 Oakland Athletics opening day lineup? Around the outfield, you had Tony Phillips, Dave Henderson, Stan Javier. Behind the plate, you had Terry Steinbach. And around the infield, you had Carney Lansford at third, McGuire at first, Glenn Hubbard at second, and this guy at shortstop.
Chris Gomez. It's not him.
No, it's not him.
Nope, not him either. I think it's too early for him.
Yeah, it's not Miguel. It's not Miguel Tejada.
No, I was thinking Mike Bordick.
No, Bordick came after him.
Yeah, that's why I
Yep.
was too early.
You will also remember this guy with the Braves when you were watching on TBS.
This isn't Lemke, is it?
No, not Lemke, but his double play partner for a little while.
Double play partner for a while. So it was Blauser and Lemke up the middle for as long as I can remember. 89, though, with the A's.
So this guy came after Blauser. The very tail end of Lemke's time and after Blauser. But this would have been like prime watching time for you on TBS. Chad is lighting up.
Yeah, that doesn't help me, Harrison. I don't have Chad on my side.
WW.
Oh, Walt Weiss.
Walt Weiss.
Dumb. Should have gotten that one for sure.
Walt John Carter, Walt 3 Blind Weiss. I like that one. That was pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, Walt Weiss for sure.
And yes, Forrest, he was a Rocky for 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It was Oakland, Florida for 1, Colorado for 4, Atlanta for 3 to end his career.
Yeah.
He was an all-star his first year in Atlanta. Then after that, he was kind of an average player.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have actually started to lose access to the Braves by the time he got there. Because really, like my prime watching TBS, it was Blauser and Lemke up the middle, and that was
Blauser and Lemke for all of it, and then Weiss came in after Blauser left.
Yeah,
and that might have been a bit of a transition point. But like I remember Weiss. When I think of Weiss, I think of Atlanta.
Yeah.
But it's only because in '98 I would have been 14 and like actually paying close attention to baseball.
Right. Yeah.
Like I don't remember him in Colorado. I don't remember him in Oakland.
And then Keith Lockhart was around that time as well, believe, right?
There was a number of folks rolling through Atlanta.
I think Keith Lockhart was also around that time with Weiss, if I recall correctly. Yeah, 2000, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002.
That's right, because Lemke retired in '98, but he was in Boston when he retired. He left Atlanta in '97. He and Weiss did not overlap.
Yeah.
That's right. He left town in '97. Weiss came in '98. They turned the whole infield over.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Good one.
All right. Who is missing from the 2006 Detroit Tigers opening day lineup? Around the infield, you had Ivan Rodriguez, Brandon Inge, Carlos Guillen, Placido Polanco, Chris Shelton, Kenny Rogers on the mound. In the outfield, you had Craig Monroe, Maglio Ordonez, and this guy.
Dang. Gutierrez.
Nope. This player did come up tonight already. Michael mentioned him.
Scott Posednik?
Nope. We were talking about triples.
Oh, God. Dude, I can't remember I can't remember.
He also played with the Yankees. He played with the Mets.
Oh, gotcha. Never mind. I got it. The Grandy man.
Yeah. Curtis Granderson, and chat was starting to light up there.
Yeah, Curtis Granderson.
Granderson.
I forget about his time with the Tigers. I don't know why, because he was there for a little bit.
He spent some time there, and he had some incredible seasons there too. I mean, it was his time in Detroit that ultimately got him paid I mean, he was in Detroit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Then it was the Yankees for 4, the Mets for 3.5, and then that was kind of then he bounced around.
Yep. For me, it's like I just think of him as a Yankee because that's where I saw him all the time. So.
We've got some info stayed in your brain, Nick.
Listen, dude. Toast. Yeah. Yeah, and I was even bragging about him with his 2020, 20, and 20 season.
I know. I was like, geez, we were talking about him already.
Don't even get me started. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Oh, well. All right.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Who is missing from the 1994 Montreal Expos opening day lineup? You had Moises Alou, Marquise Grissom, and Larry Walker on the outfield. Darren Fletcher, Sean Berry, Will Cordero, Cliff Floyd, and this guy in the infield.
I already got it.
Yes, and yes, you are correct.
Yeah. For whatever reason, when I think Expos, this guy pops into my head. Don't ask me why. I think it was because like when This Week in Baseball was huge. Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised that hasn't been changed on a YouTube handle yet, but like
Yated Hankies, I think needs to stick around for a while.
Yeah. So I think it was This Week in Baseball put Mike Lansing out on the street in Montreal and just was like walking up to people and asking them, "Hey, do you know who I am?" And they're like, "No."
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so I think that's why I associate this guy with the Expo. With the Expos.
Yeah. Well, you already told us. Already said the name, so
I did. Yep.
It's fine.
Did anybody in the chat get it yet?
No, but John Carter just did.
Okay, good. I didn't give it away.
So, anyways, yes, this is Mike Lansing, and honestly, I picked this team and I picked him intentionally, knowing that like this was a layup for you because for whatever reason, Mike Lansing and the Expos is your jam.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't.
I was really tempted to have you try to guess Jeff Facero. I'm like, no, it's got to be Mike Lansing. It's Mike Lansing or nobody.
Jeff Facero would have been one of the names that I don't think I would have pulled it, but definitely would have known as soon as you pulled it up. But
oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's one of those names you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But I knew Mike Lansing was your guy.
Yeah, crazy, awesome.
Yeah, good old Mike Lansing.
Yeah. All right, so before we open the show to you guys, just want to throw this back out there. We are on Patreon now. We are trying to build a community on Patreon where we will do exclusive shows. We'll have exclusive merch drops at some point. There is a chance for paid membership. We eventually want to put, yeah, you want to make sure. Thanks, Cap. We want to eventually put the stuff that we're doing extra work on, like the Jeopardies, the Family Feuds that we're putting together. We eventually want to make Patreon that type of platform and make it a community where we can all just sit and talk about upcoming events, maybe plan a trip together at some point down the road. But that's what we want to use Patreon for. We want to start building the community there along with having it here as well. And it's just another great way to support us. So you can go on Patreon, look up Rounding Third. We already have some people that joined. Really appreciate it. But yeah, that's what we're trying to build it there as well and get some exclusive content out to you guys. So give that a look, give that a follow, and become part of our Patreon team over there. It'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, it's a great way to do exclusive content, bonus content, the extra games, and really focus that into a smaller group and make it a tighter knit community because I think it'd be a lot of fun. Honestly, John, we thought about OnlyFans, and then Nick thought he didn't really have the legs to pull it off, so we decided to go with Patreon instead. Keep it short.
Yeah, I have the feet. I don't have the legs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, all right. Do we have anything else for this evening? I do have one thing that I didn't get to put in the slide today.
Well, let's do it.
Did you see Ohtani hit that home run and then come back and dab the Padres fan that had been absolutely
giving him crap?
it to him? Dude,
yeah.
I've been kind of on Otani, but this was absolutely incredible. This was an awesome, awesome moment. And I give Shohei all the props for that because that is absolutely incredible. The guy's been absolutely giving it to you for all game. You get up in the ninth, hit an absolute bomb, and come back. And the first thing you do is not even slap high five with your teammates. You go out and you slap high five to the guy that's been heckling you all game. Absolutely incredible. Love that moment.
I mean, what a play by him. Like, you go off and you convert this guy now who's probably like, okay, like Otani's a cool dude. Guy's just riding you the whole game. You hit a bomb, you basically shove it in his face in a very nice way. I'm sorry. I thought your feet looked familiar.
Yeah.
Wow. John Cardis is a good call on the OnlyFans. But anyways, wow, that was wild. That's such a cool play to take the crap all game long, not say a thing, probably didn't even look at him, hit a bomb, smash it right in his face, but in such a nice way. You probably now earned a fan out of the deal.
Right.
And I do think that is the one thing about Otani at times that I do appreciate. It's the little things like that where he does like show you that there's a fun side. I think like his tip in the cap to the dugout, I think some of that is just kind of like BS. It's kind of gamesmanship, but there are moments that he has with other team, players in the other team, his teammates, fans, where you look at it and go, okay, like this guy's actually a human being, and he does have a fun side to him.
Yeah,
it's such a big time player move there to go dap up the Padres fan who thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He probably ripped off his Padres jersey right there and was like, okay, I'm gonna go get myself an Otani jersey. Yeah,
done. You guys seem to own us right now, so
yeah, so cool.
But that was pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Do you got anything?
I got a couple things. One, so it was announced today. Netflix has purchased the World Baseball Classic media rights in Japan. So if you're watching the World Baseball Classic in Japan, you're going to have to watch it on Netflix. And Netflix is doing this as a way to kind of enter into the sports space because they've been trying to get into the sports space in a much bigger way. And they're using this to really put Netflix out in front of the Japanese market because they realize how big that market is, how much opportunity there is. And if nothing else, for a month, you're going to gain a whole bunch of subscribers and some of them are going to stick around. So it's a pretty smart move on Netflix part. It's also going to bring better quality coverage to Japan than they've had in the past. So I think everybody wins in this case, but it's a pretty interesting move for Netflix to take that leap and take over the World Baseball Classic in Japan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's smart for everything you just said, right? I mean, they've been trying to get into the sports world and they've put in bids. It's really smart for them to do that. So good for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a good way to get all the eyeballs on those games.
Yes. And, better quality coverage also helps with WBC. Like, I think everybody in this case wins. So I think that is good.
Yeah.
In other news that I think John Carter will like, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred is apparently surprised and not happy that the Pohlads took the Twins off the market. Manfred had been working behind the scenes with the Pohlad family to try to put together a group that they thought was pretty solid. And Manfred thought they were moving forward and was surprised that they weren't. Because Manfred had put a lot of time in trying to kind of craft a group that could get this done. And B, because they didn't tell him they were going to do that. They just made the announcement that they weren't selling the team, in which case Manfred learned about it the same way we all did, which was in the media, which also pissed him off.
Yeah.
The Pohlads are doing a little bit of backpedaling now because Manfred was invested and involved, and they didn't tell him what they were doing before they did it. So that's created a little bit of a rift between the commissioner and the Twins ownership group.
Whoopsies.
Not to mention the fact that Manfred kind of wanted them gone. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Not a great look for the Pollard family to pull the plug and not inform the league office.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think John Carter would tell you that's not the only thing the Pollard family does poorly.
Yeah. Crazy. I do have something else. So for all of you guys that were on the show, what was it? Thursday, we had MLB Raleigh on. I had asked them what they thought about team names. Well, I think they were kind of keeping it close to their chest because they were going to release this post the very next day. So found this out on their page. They had a whole bunch of designers around Raleigh come up with concepts for the Raleigh team. And some of them are really cool. I want to see which ones you like, Harrison. Chat can help us out too. But we first have the Raleigh Q. So it's a pig with the R in the background. You can kind of see, I know is it a little small? You probably tough to make out the uniforms and stuff like that. But that one's all right, but it was pretty cool. Raleigh is known as the city of oaks. So we have the Raleigh Oaks here with an oak leaf, kind of that black and red concept that they were kind of talking about.
Kind of a cool hat.
Yeah, it is a cool hat. I do like that. I wish it did have like an R or an NC behind it, but
yeah.
I mean, again, these are just concepts. Like they're not, done deals. We have the Raleigh Rally caps, which is to me almost kind of minor leaguish. But again, kind of a baby blue and black to pay homage to UNC, I think there. But pretty cool concept there. I think all of them. I really like this one. I love the hat on this. The Raleigh Nobles. So you have the N, but the R kind of stops halfway to the N, so it's like kind of both in the same emblem. And I don't mind the color. I know it's another blue, but like that blue and gold, I think is pretty sharp. So I didn't mind that one at all. I like that one.
Yeah, and so Flat Cheese, Raleigh, North Carolina. We had MLB Raleigh on Thursday. They're the group that is trying to help bring expansion baseball to Raleigh, North Carolina. So that's the group that Nick is referring to that we spoke with, and they're doing all this grassroots community effort to bring all the pieces together, get the community excited, tell the story of Raleigh. So that's where this comes from.
Yeah. This one's kind of cool. Raleigh Revenge.
I kind of like that one. That one's kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of a neat concept there. A little baby blue with some red. The Raleigh Hounds. I mean, it's all right. I don't really know the history of like the dogs with Raleigh, if there is one. Don't really know the history behind that one.
Yeah, that one feels a little minor leaguish too.
Yeah. The North Carolina Harmony. Again, I guess there are some influential musicians that have come out of Raleigh in North Carolina. So, I mean, kind of there, but to me, that almost kind of screams Memphis a little bit. This one I really like, but it doesn't say Raleigh or North Carolina. It's just the Oak City Owls. I think it's just different because like we don't have an owl in MLB baseball. I think the logo is pretty cool. I really did like that one. And it's the kind of black and red concept again.
Yep.
Raleigh Capitals. I love the R. I don't love the Capitals name. I think it's, hockey already has a Capitals.
Fair.
I don't really like it. I think this is just the captains. I don't know if it's the Carolina Captains, so another C. It's all right. Not my favorite, but pretty cool. This one is by far my favorite. I think this is called the Raleigh Reapers. I love the emblem that they did there. And it also kind of pays homage to the Carolina Reaper, which is the pepper. So that came out. So
that one's I kind of like that one.
I do too.
I'm really disappointed they didn't listen to me and go with the Burnt Ends as a team name, but I get it.
Yeah. But again, these are all just concepts. And then this one is the North State Pine Brigade. Now, the only thing I kind of found interesting about this one was the logo of the axe. Because if you look at the logo of the axe, it's very, very close to what the Carolina Hurricanes flag looks like.
Yeah. Yep.
It's in this very similar shape. So I think they did a great job with that. But yeah, really, really cool concepts that they put out. But I mean, again, just to kind of recap that episode we had with them, like those guys know what they're talking about and they are in it to win it. It was incredible to have them break it all down for us right there. But
yeah, it's I do like the NC. I think was it Lou that brought it up? Was saying that was like the the idea of the North Carolina hat was big for kind of just a whole statewide pride thing. I think that's pretty cool. It's I mean it's got to be kind of interesting to have sit there and name a major league team, but I was really hopeful for the Burnt Hens. I get why they didn't, but we'll work with it.
It's still a possibility, Harrison.
I know. I'm not seeing it here, and I'm a little disappointed.
Well, you didn't put a concept in there, so
it's fair. I did not. I'll reach out to the guys and get that fixed. Well, you'll see the North Carolina Burnt Ends here soon.
Yeah, it's incredible.
But I think the Reapers was pretty cool. The concept, the name, like that's cool.
Yeah, I did like that one a lot. I think that one was my favorite. But I mean, a lot of them they were good. But I mean, and they might not even go with any. We got to get the team here first. But
yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
But pretty cool. All right. Does anybody in chat have anything else? Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else. I just want to mention the fact that we talked on Thursday about the fact that the news was coming out that NBC Universal was close to signing a 3-year deal for $600 million with MLB to take over the ESPN package. ESPN was going to take over some streaming and a smaller schedule. There's not a lot of additional details that have come out since then, so really nothing has changed. But it looks like your Sunday Night Baseball will belong to NBC, and then ESPN will take a smaller slate of games and also try to help those 5 teams that don't have a TV deal find airtime.
Okay. Do you think ESPN just takes those 4 games in September then?
I don't know. That there's still a lot of details to work out. It sounds like NBC would flex those to Peacock. Is that their or NBC Sports or some other place.
Yeah.
So they got picked up, but
gotcha.
There's not a lot of additional information that's come out since that first announcement, but I suspect we'll hear a lot more soon.
Gotcha. Nice. All right. Well, again, thank you to Michael Simpson for coming on and sharing all that stuff with us. That was absolutely incredible. We love when you guys can come on and talk to us about some baseball and some baseball history. Love the discussion it sparks. Again, I know I say it every episode and you guys are probably tired of hearing it, but we really, really do appreciate your support. Page is still growing and going strong. We're still building this community. It's more than we could have ever imagined. And we have you guys to thank for it because you guys are the backbone. You guys come back every show. And we can't say thank you enough. So really do appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, it's unreal. I just can't put words to it, how much it means to us.
It is. And the responses to the MLB Raleigh show, we've gotten tons of comments and things like that. We've got folks joining the Patreon to continue to do more and build community with us. We have, it's nonstop. We've got people reaching out to us for sponsorship opportunities, for guest appearances. We had Michael join us tonight. Another person who went from, kind of a member of the community to, hey, I've got some cool baseball stuff. Can I share it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember when Michael first reached out to me and he's mentioning the fact he had his interest in baseball history. And I'm like, this is the forum for you. If you want to come on and share it, we'd love to have you. And he was like, great, let's do it. And here we are. It's really cool to see, people go from kind of being in the chat and enjoying the baseball content to joining us here and actually sharing some of the baseball content and being part of it. Because again, this is, it's by fans for fans, and having you guys involved makes it so much better. And that was really the point. That's what we wanted to do with it, is create this open forum. And like Michael said, just hanging out with friends, talking ball.
Yep. And we will definitely have a lot of opportunities to do it with the playoffs coming up. We'll do a couple live parties where if you guys want to come on and talk to us face to face, you are very welcome to. If you're comfortable in the chat, that's fine too. But we will be watching the games live and just kind of a free form show. We do that quite a bit during the postseason. So we'll pick a game. We'll let you know what time we're coming on. And we'll kind of watch the game together. So definitely other opportunities for you to come on if you want to. All right. Nice job, John. Love that.
That's awesome.
That's incredible. That's awesome.
Now, just curious, John, how much of that success is really the fact that, like, we kind of get you mellowed out, kind of watching this before you go do your homework? I'd like to think that we're some small part of helping you kind of relax going into that homework so you get the better grade. But
the question is, did you cheat off your son, or did your son cheat off from you? That's the real question. John can math. Yeah.
John can math.
Yeah. That's good. So he can be my right-hand man because I can't math. I don't math. But yeah, I'll throw a couple on there.
Jesus.
I'll take a shower first, even for you, Captain.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want me to.
Wow, we don't need feet pics on Patreon. This is getting weird, guys.
Yeah. Anyways, on that note, before we get in trouble,
good. John says we help him a lot. That's what we're here for, John. We're here to get you in the zone.
Yeah, love it. All right, we will be back on Thursday, discuss the news for this week. We'll have some more trivia on Thursday. Until then, watch some baseball. Hope your teams that you're cheering for are doing well or just existing in some cases.
Most of the Yankees, in which case we hope they're doing terribly.
Yep, amen to that. But otherwise than that, again, thanks for an incredible episode, fellas. And we will see y'all on Thursday.
See ya.